That's why I've not done a live stream for a bit. But I decided to do a live stream today. Now I've got a catch in my throat. I don't want to be seen like too close up because I look like shit. This is why I got ill. The reason is because we have no heat at all. We have no heat. And I mean, we do have like, though it's like a little fireplace. It's upside down at the moment because, you know, that's in the way. It should be like the other way around. Because, but for some reason they make all these things. So my mum has been looking at this kind of thing for a while. But you know, they're all made for houses that I guess have sockets like high up on the wall with nothing underneath. But our sockets are all next to the floor, like usually above or on the skirting boards. So it has to be upside down because of that. Where should I put it so that it could just... I don't really want it looking at me at the moment. There you go, you can look at the kitten. Actually, there's another one there. Hang on. There we go. Hey, check it out, look! That's our abused dog, you know? Look, everybody from, you know, around here. Well, so far it's only one person that's accused me of abusing the dog. Look at how abused and neglected he looks. Look how fat he looks. You know, that was you know, not that long before he died. That was rapidly lost weight due to the fact that he wasn't eating because he had a problem, not because we were starving him. Oh, look at this unhealthy, skinny, unwell, abused dog. Look at him. Oh, the dog that like lived more than his lifespan and was healthy right up until a week before he was put down by the vet because he wasn't eating and he had liver and kidney problems. Look, see? Donna H. Look how abused and neglected he was. Oh, and every dog we have, remember you said every dog we have as well? Yeah, both dogs that lived their entire lifespans, perfectly healthy right until the end, and then died of old age, yeah? Those two dogs that, you know, were skinny in the end, yeah, they both... they both got skinny in the end, but that wasn't, like, due to us. I don't know why, but I can't remember why Baldrick was skinny, but I know he was skinny because he stopped eating. He wanted to eat, but he just wouldn't. Tried it with everything. You should see the amount of food. We got rid of it now finally, but we had like a big box full of different kinds of foods, and they were all like healthy foods. You know, not the usual like crap that you get, like the cheap crap. They were like expensive, like really good dog food. Hello, Dean. Hello, everybody. It looks like there's just one person watching now. My voice has gone funny. It's quite fun. I'm just going to leave you with that while I just go do something. I'll be right back. I'm still here. I just need to tidy up the mess my mum has made. My mum has left me with a nice mess. So I've got to tidy it up so that I can do dinner. It's just that I didn't really want you to look at me right now because I look horrible due to my eczema being really bad. So I'd rather you see that while I do this. Right. So yeah, just I'll be with you guys in a minute. I'm just preparing dinner. Just starting it off. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've got a cold. I'm not really sure. I just know it started out with like a funny throat, like scratchy, dry, kind of sore, just very like a little bit sore. So my mum told me to take painkillers because she says She thinks I was coming down with something, so she told me to take painkillers every 4 hours. So I did for the first day. That was supposed to stave off the cold, you know. So I've been like this since Friday last week. So on that first day that I saw, like I say, I went to bed. That's it started when I went to bed. I guess that was Thursday night, Friday early hours of the morning. I started with the bad throat, and then woke up and it was kind of shitty. So I did a bunch of gargling, saltwater gargling, and my mum told me to take painkillers. So I did, every 4 hours. And yeah, she told me to do that for 2 days, and it seemed to make a difference, and I felt like much better the next day. But unfortunately, it's got worse now, and I've got headaches, and I feel tired, and my head's like cloudy and stuff. I don't feel sick or anything though. Other than that, I feel fine. So it's just my throat, my head. I think it might be a head cold, as opposed to like a proper cold, because my actual body feels fine. It's just my head, my face, my throat, my lungs, my chest. I've got a really dry, scratchy throat. Really dry, like a catch. I've got a catch going on. I'm full of phlegm, full of catarrh, so on and so forth. Hang on, where's the... Where did I put that junk that I just had? Okay, that's weird. Oh, there it is. So we've got some decorations out. I'm not finished yet. But our first cards. That one we've had for years, by the way. There's some decorations. Just gonna boil the kettle for stock, vegetable stock. Yes, great. I forgot to say hi. Sorry. This is what I'm wearing. Let's see. What I'm wearing at the moment. It's barely warm in the room, but I got some tomatoes just like this. They do normally have it, yeah, they do really thick anyway. Spaghetti and meatballs. So I've got a stock. Let's get rid of that. And that. Decorations. It's weird. Some stock cubes. I'll show you my art in a bit. It's upstairs at the moment. I've lost my phone. that year that Karen Assel, gave me grief. I mean, it's when it happened. Apparently, because I was so far behind with my diary writing, my actual physical diary, my journal, I created a computer diary, which was, a notepad. And I wrote down the incident. And I even copied and pasted the comments that she left on my YouTube, my live stream where she was. And I failed to mention a certain detail, guys, about what happened this time, as well as last year. But maybe you guys saw it because it will have been on the comments section of that live stream. So, according to her, she not only reported the video to Morrison's, she also reported the video to the police as well. I'll let you kidding. Okay, let's see what would happen if I rang up. Okay. Hello, police, please. Yeah, some girl has just called me a man. Yeah, arrest her. It's like, for fuck's sake, if I rang up to say that someone misgendered me, they'd say, fuck off. That's not a crime. Pretty sure. I absolutely couldn't believe it when I read that diary. And, it turns out she actually reported it to the cops. What the fuck? So it's a legitimate criminal offence, apparently, to misgender someone. Right, okay. I don't think so. I think that kind of thing is personal. And I even replied to her saying that, if she was upset with me, she should have had it out with me herself, rather than tattling on me to the staff and to the manager like a proper Karen. It turns out that's her name. I said this. I said not only is she an actual Karen, but her name is actually Karen. And you know how we know this? Because I wouldn't have known anything about that unless she said it. So, so the detail I forgot to mention, the last few live streams I've talked about the latest incident, is that the police were called this time as well. Now, they didn't get involved, but they were called. Because when I left Morrison's and went that way, because the entrance is now on the corner, so you have to go that way to get to like the car park area and the taxi area. There was an actual police car parked in the drop off and pick up bay. So they've actually called the police about this. So not only was the manager there and the security guard, a big dock-off, intimidating-looking security guard, but also the police, like, what do they think I'm going to do? So my crime is misgendering someone. But ultimately I told the truth because it turned out it was a man, but a trans female. So when I said I think that's a man, I was actually correct. I've watched that live stream back, by the way, and I saw that bit. It's private, by the way. But I said I think that's a man. That's all I said. Can you believe I would actually get like reported and banned for saying? I think that's a man. Like, that's not offensive or insulting, I'm sorry. But they've actually got, like I say, a security guard to throw me out, and they called the police as well. It's like, what do you think I'm going to do? It's like I'm on this one small person versus a big beefy security guard. All of the staff and possibly customers if they decided to get involved. What did they think I was going to do that required there to be a security guard coming at me? Which he did like twice. But first time was when the manager was arguing with me. I was quite calm, but the manager was the one being like this and eyes bulging and everything. Fists clenched and everything. And he started to come over. And I'm like, but she was the one who was giving it welly, not me. I was quite calm considering. And the only reason why I raised my voice was because she kept over talking me and wasn't letting me fucking finish. So obviously I'm gonna be a bit like, you know, forthcoming and maybe raise my voice a bit. And then as I was leaving, he came at me as well because I turned around to say something to them all. I said something like, I bet you would ban someone for actually verbally abusing somebody. Because I didn't even do that. Like I say, I could understand being banned or thrown out or whatever if I'd actually verbally abused someone, but I didn't. But what I failed to say was that it happened a year and a half ago as well. It's like, have I seriously been perma-banned for saying, I wonder if that's a man? Like, forever. It's stupid. It's like, it happened a year ago, get over it, like, you know. It wasn't that bad. The incident wasn't that bad. And people will say, well, you know, the customer thought it was bad, so, you know, we had to take notice to our customers or whatever it is. You know, because she was upset or something. Like, yeah, but logically, it wasn't that bad. You know, it's her personal problem. So I should be banned because someone had a problem with something I said that wasn't technically an insult. Wasn't technically bad. In fact, I will admit, I did say other things in my live stream that I could understand her getting upset with. But it was the man comment, me saying, I wonder if that's a man. That's the bit that they all focused on. Not the other stuff that I said. That did seem actually more offensive. Because I was actually slagging off her, not like slagging off, but I was kind of saying that she shouldn't wear this, that, the other. And that she should wear this, that, the other instead, you know. Because she was wearing leggings, and I thought she, you know, if it is a trans gender, she should like proper dress like the sex that she looks like, you know. I know people think that like leggings are like technically a woman's attire. But technically it's still pants. It's still like trousers. And I just said maybe she should wear skirts instead. Because I think her, you know, it will complement her figure better. But I will admit it was like, you know, I should probably not have been saying that about her appearance either way. So I would have been more offended by that, but that's not the bit that she focused on. That's not the bit the staff focused on. And it's not like she was lying because they actually saw the stream and they saw exactly what I actually said. So it's not like any of them were making shit up. I thought it's a possibility maybe they were. Because she was. It's a possibility that she exaggerated what happened. So to make her case seem more horrific than it actually was. Hello, Sean, by the way. Hope you're still there. Oh, I hate doing these onions. I'll show you guys my art in a bit. I got some more comics that I'm doing of Jeremiah. I'm trying to do all the comics, like, you know, the like from the beginning. And you know what else? I've decided to like write a Bible because, you know, Jeremiah is the son of God, so I'm gonna create like a book for him, kind of like a Bible. All of the stories about Jeremiah. It's gonna be so cool. And hopefully we'll get to kickstart the cult of Jeremiah. I still forgot what I was gonna call it. Maybe I should talk about what happened today. I was most pleased to come home from work and see that you were alive. I'm glad you're still there as well. Thank you very much. I've not been live for a while because I've not been well. I don't really feel great right now, but I wanted to live stream because I wanted to tell you about an incident that happened today. I'm just having my tea and I shall come back on again. Yay. So you're gonna leave now? Okay, do watch it back because I'm gonna talk about the incident that happened. So that same day that incident with the Morrison staff, which was it last week or the week before? Yeah, I think it was a week Tuesday. A week Tuesday. Oh no, I hope it wasn't bad. Okay, so it was laughable, it was comical, it was a bit bad, but it was more funny actually. It was funny. Okay, so that day when I had the incident, which was so I walked home from Morrison's after I was banned. And of course, I had to go to the local shops to get what I needed, the stuff we needed for that night's dinner. So I went to Nisa, and I was always walking that way and past this shop that's here, corner shop. These two boys were going past, these two teenage boys. I didn't really think anything of it. I thought, oh, they're going to be the troublemakers, but I didn't really think anything of it. And then they started, like, calling me names. They were like, oh, it's that Wolfie woman. So he misgendered me. So can I get him arrested for that? Can I get him arrested for misgendering me? I just think it was a threat. An empty threat, to be honest with our parents. Anyway, so they called me a slag, which was actually insulting. Like, that actually was insulting. He called me a slag, but I just ignored him and went in the shop. I told the shopkeeper what happened. I asked if they'd been in the shop, and she said no. But I told her what happened, and she thought it was absolutely disgusting. She was absolutely disgusted. I really wish it happened in the shop, because if it had happened in the shop, I could have complained to the shopkeeper, and they could have banned him or them. I'm not really sure if both of them were insulting me or just one of them. Did I wash my hands? I don't think I did. Let me wash my hands. Shoot. Anyway, so I came out of that shop, same shop, and he was coming this way again, but he was with a different person this time. He was with a really big lad. He looked like a grown-up. He looked like a child, and this looked like a grown-up, but you know, young grown-up. So it could be a big brother or a cousin or an older friend. And again, I really didn't think anything of it. I thought I recognized him. I thought, I'm sure that's the same guy who called me a slag last time. But I was going to ignore him. But then, as I passed, the little one, the little boy, he had curly brown hair with glasses, by the way. Hang on. He went like this. He went "Roar!" at me. So instead of ignoring him like I did last time, I did the thing that I should have done last time, which was I confronted him. I just went like this. I don't know. I can't remember what I said, but he got scared and he ran that way. The big lad didn't react at all. In fact, the big lad just went into the shop. And I kind of walked forward, like, towards the little boy. And he went, you know, like, in the street. The side street. He went down that side street a bit. But he did, like, run away. But every time I moved to go forward, he was like a coward. I called him a coward. I just said, like, what's your problem with me or whatever? And do you know what he said? I can't believe this. He said his problem was that I was coming at him or whatever. I was like, yeah, but I wouldn't have come at you if you hadn't have gone like, "Rah!" at me. Like, it was scary. I wasn't expecting it. It was a shock. He like did it. I can't do it as good as he did because my voice is funny and I don't really want to aggravate my headache. I don't. It's like I don't have. It's like I have a kind of headache. It's like really mild, on and off. But if I did that noise that he did, it would probably set off my headache and also my throat. So I don't want to do it. But believe me, it was dead loud. And it was kind of intimidating. I was just like walking, minding my own business, you know? And then he just went like that all of a sudden. It's like screamed at me. So of course I'm gonna react, like anybody would. But of course he was hoping, because he kept trying to encourage me to fight him and stuff. Like he said something like, let's go one on one or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not fighting you, but I didn't say that. But I wasn't going to, because that is what he wants. He wants me to do something to him so he can like tell everyone what I've done and probably get me done. Like I know that what they're doing, they're like goading me so that I will react and do something. All the hooligans that already hate me, they can say, "Oh, Wolfie did this and Wolfie did that. Wolfie hit me. Wolfie fought me." Because I know he's gonna go to his mates and say that I chased him. Oh, Wolfie chased me again. Oh, he's going to do this, right? I bet you. Today, I was just walking down the street, minding my own business, and Wolfie was coming this way. And as I passed Wolfie, she started chasing me for no reason whatsoever. I bet you anybody that's what he's going to tell everyone. Well, there's a witness there, that boy he was with. But he provoked me. Anybody would react that way. Anybody, in fact, if he was to do that to the wrong person, they could turn around and either stab him or beat him up. But when he tells the story to everyone, he's going to say that I just randomly started coming at him. Like I started it. That's what he's going to tell everyone, I bet you. It was funny because it was just so silly. He was really giving it some welly, but he was actually threatening me. And he called me a slack. As he ran off that first time that I came at him. I didn't chase him, I was just like walking in that direction. I know that's what he wanted me to do. He wants me to chase him. He wants to provoke me, so I will react. And I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. The only reason why I reacted this time was because that bloody scared me. And I automatically sort of just reacted that way. But I think anybody would react the same way. In fact, most people probably would chase him down the street. They'd probably swear at him, give it large. And if they caught him, they could beat him up and harm him, probably. But yeah, if he acts that way if he keeps acting that way to people, one of these days, someone is gonna beat him up. Like I say, I'm not like stupid, because like I say, that's what they want. They want me to do something like that. But when it actually does happen, not by me, but by somebody else, if he acts that way to the wrong person, like I say, someone like far more aggressive, someone more violent, you know, he's gonna find himself probably with a, you know, black eye, broken bones, whatever. So he really needs to like be careful. Yeah, you can't do that to people going by. You just can't do it. Can't really do that. Is not really a good idea. because it is kind of scary and intimidating for some. I see everything. Come on. Sure, push. There you go. Puree. I'll put puree in as well. Just on back. Oh no, I hope it wasn't bad. It was fun. It really was. Wish I was recording, but my stupid phone wasn't even working. I knew what time it was. Shoot, I forgot to turn this up. Those. Okay. Right, I need to just see it somewhere. Where is it? Oh, excuse me. Okay. Do you prefer to be called Boss or Jeremiah? Oh, sorry, guys. I am back and I'm here to stay this time. I ate my tea fast like I didn't have to do that. You just could have taken your time. I don't want you rushing. Food is to be savored. Oh, the Boss or Jeremiah. Either way, either one is fine. Yeah, I'm sorry about my voice. I like either. Yeah. So what you could do is you could mix it up a bit, alternate. You could do that. Right, so that's this spaghetti meatballs on the go. And now I am almost free to show you the art. And I'll talk a bit about it in a minute. I'm just gonna find this. Oh, there it is. I don't know what it's called. It's like a spaghetti thing. I just need to stir and separate the spaghetti. I haven't told my mum what happened. Come on, let's go. Yes! Yeah.
Take some stuff into the kitchen because there'll be no room otherwise.
Okay.
Just, and can I have a roll of tissues
Yeah.
and a cup of tea
Okay.
while I'm waiting?
I encountered that boy again.
What boy?
The one who called me a slag.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this time as I was passing, he was with this massive guy. And he stood as I was, like this, he was there and I was here. He went like, roar at me really loud. So I will admit I had to go at him because it scared the shit out of me and I wasn't expecting it. So
Oh, no, you wouldn't.
I did kind of, do this at him and like kind of told him off.
Who is this guy? Where have you met him?
I don't know. He's just like passes me. That's he's obviously one of the shitheads. He called me Wolfie, so I knew he was like one of the Wolfie people. He called me a slag again as he was running off because I actually did scare him. He ran sort of that way.
Yeah, I noticed you had to be with the big guy though to say it.
Yeah. But the big guy actually went in the shop and he was kind of left outside with me. He just went, instead of going in the shop with his friend, he stayed outside. I just went down this side street. And first of all, he was like encouraging me to fight him. And then he kept saying, I'm going to kick the shit out of you and I'm going to do this, that, and the other. He was like threatening me and everything.
He cleverly did it when nobody's around.
Yeah. I said, what the hell's your problem with me? I said, you're fucking rude, calling me a slag and stuff. And then of course, he did the whole thing that they usually do. Oh, the problem is that you're coming at me or whatever. I'm like, no, you did the thing that caused me to do it. You started it, sort of thing. That I just walked off. So of course they're not going to tell you like what the problem is because they don't have a problem. They just do.
Kirsty, I don't even know why you ask because you don't need to have an issue with you. If they don't like your face, that's it. You're done. It's like me. Nobody likes my face, and everybody's used to be.
Well, they just don't have, like I say, they just don't have an answer.
You don't need one.
Obviously, just want to goad me into doing something.
It's the person that they think they can have a go at, and that's the one they pick.
I'm hoping they're scared enough to not do that.
And he's not going to do anything to you.
I know, he's a coward.
Well, aside from anything else, if he does something that's crossing the line,
yeah,
so he's not going to do anything. The idea is he's just trying to be scary.
I know, trying to be scary as he's like going like this.
Well, if others are out and he's around, you can point him out.
I wish this bloody stuff happened when you were.
And yeah, but it's not going to, is it? But what I want you to do.
Well, no, because you never come with me round.
No, it's got nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing to do with that, Kirsty.
Well, I know, but
So
I'm just saying.
So what I want you to do is get the stop him. Very publicly. That's him. Very publicly. That's the guy that keeps calling me a slag and tried to bully me or whatever it is you want to say. Just publicly be loud and point. That's what I want you to do.
What to you if you're there? Or just if I'm on my own?
If I'm with you, I want you publicly, in front of me, go, that's him, that's the guy that tries to scare me, slag me off,
Threaten me.
whatever.
Yeah.
Just, and very loudly.
Kick my head in or whatever he said.
Yeah. He keeps threatening me, blah, blah, blah. Just fine. I want you to do that.
Oh, I will.
Because then there's one or two things either going to happen there. He's either going to have a go, which is great because I don't mind that, or he's going to scuttle off.
They'll probably do his cocky, smirky thing.
It doesn't matter, whatever he's doing, at least I'll know what he looks like. And
I can describe him from now. So, he's this smallish teenage boy,
oh well, there's a surprise.
skinny, with dark curly hair and glasses. So he has a nerve for bullying me. I can bully him for having glasses. Fecky specky four eyes.
Don't do that. Don't do
Well,
that.
no, I'm just saying.
That's a childish thing. No, you don't want to be doing that.
Yes, I know that. I'm just saying. It's a
Yes, I
nerve
know.
for somebody like that to be having a go at
Yes,
somebody
yeah.
else.
It's always the small ones. They have to prove themselves because they're small.
Well, yeah, he's young. Of course he's going to be small.
And he's a boy. So all you have to turn round, one of the things, is be more arrogant with him and just say, I'm not conversing with you, small little boy. You know, be arrogant.
I did. I called him a little boy. Little coward.
But do it in that fashion. Not just, you're a small little boy. You're looking down your nose at him. Not having anything to do with you, you small little boy. Child. And, you know. Because he's only ever going to do stuff like that either when he's in his own gang or when he's on his own. When he's in his own gang, he knows that they're not going to thingy on him. You know, whatever the word is that they use these days. You know, grass on him. And when he's on his own, there's going to be nobody around for you because it's going to be then your word against his, and that they're just going to use that as oh well, there's nothing we can do. It's your word against his. So, but yeah, just if we're together and you spot him, doesn't matter if he's doing something or not. You just very loudly point, oh, that's him, Mum. That's that guy that kid, child.
How's that little child who...
Yeah, I'll make sure if you beat that, that's the child that keeps trying to threaten me and bully me
Call me a slag.
and calling me names. You don't have to say the words, just say calling your names. You keep it civil, even when you're shouting it out.
Oh, man.
You don't. What? No,
That's
I mean,
fine.
look, you don't, calling your names, you don't have to actually say, calls me a slag, calls me this, it's called, because the thing is, it makes you sound like a child as well. So a grown-up would just say, it's calling me names. And
Not
trying to
really. I
threaten me.
mean, people would be more shocked to hear that he was calling me a
No,
slag than
they
just me
won't. No.
names.
You're kidding me, aren't you? Nobody can be shocked these days at anything.
Yeah, I told the shopkeeper what happened the last time.
Did you?
She was pretty shocked and disgusted by his behaviour.
Yeah, well, that's unusual, because people don't seem to be shocked by anything these days.
Honestly, people do get shocked when I tell them that they call me a slag. They said that's really insulting and really bad.
Don't need to say that they're shocked by it, and might just be comforting you.
No, I think they were. I think they were.
No.
Anyway.
I can't win an argument with you, Kirsty, because you're determined.
Anyway, right.
Anyway, so just,
Yeah.
let's go back to...
I will do that
by
next
the
time.
way,
Uh-huh.
Thursday,
Yes.
this red case here, I want you to put in a blue bag ready for tomorrow.
Okay.
So, then I've got to have a card with me, and I've got to have my driving licence.
Right. She's still going on with herself, but I've got to sort out the dinner. Oh my goodness. See, it's bubbling away. Right, I need the pasta thing. It's in my way. Oh god. Oh god, help. Oh god. Oh, better move these. I can see them going over. coffee. Sorry about that. Well, the plan was to just put the pasta on and then upstairs. I couldn't get it without knocking things. I don't know where to put it. We'll do it in a minute. Or if anybody here wants to help me write this Bible, I know what to call it as well. Help me write it and think of names for the religious cult. See it. Distracted me there. Really into area. To say oh, right, that's cleared. That's good. So let's give this. Yes. Jeremiah, is it religion? But Jeremiah is the God of everything. Normally it reconnects at some point, but this time it's just going on and on and on and on.
It is a good one. Very well done indeed, Farrell. 115
Oh no. No go.
Not great barrel, that's more like it, isn't it? Yeah, the largest city in Hampshire, Southampton.
What?
What?
What you on about?
Oh, it's just that I want to go get changed real quick.
Yeah, but I have to see. I've forgotten one. Talking about.
We'll go on then, just say it.
You do this to me all the time. It's like when they did that thing that you watched where they interrupt you so you lose track of what you're saying. It's very well. It's a good ploy
Right,
because you know that's what you're doing.
okay.
Oh yes, did you know Boris Johnson was actually an American?
No.
No, I didn't. I just found that out on this. Don't get that.
I know, I don't have enough hands at the moment.
Well, you have one of them now, but no, it's still not.
Well, food's there, done now. I'm pouring up in.
So have you had all your medicines?
I've had my, you know that, that cough medicine. What do you think I should have a on?
What about, has anything got paracetamol in it?
No,
Right, well, are you taking your paracetamol every 4 hours?
I haven't been today.
Ugh.
I'll go take some now.
You're not going to be well if you don't keep this up. You've got to keep it up and do it every
Okay,
4
yeah.
hours.
Yeah, alright. Will do. I'll go take some now. Good. Paracetamol. I think she's right. I'll definitely need some before I go out tomorrow. Jeez. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Jeremiah. Okay. I had this idea of a name, but I can't remember. It's quite obscure. Oh, by the way, I just discovered what the word obscure means. I always thought that obscure means like out there and, dead weird and twisted and stuff. apparently it means unknown. I didn't know that. So the word obscure was obscure to me. Honestly, the word obscure does not strike me as meaning unknown. It's like weird and out there and like different. Huh. Not. I don't think I'm due for an ear spray yet. Okay, I'm gonna go get changed and I'll show you my art now. Let's see. My Tamagotchi goes to bed so early. Wonder what time it gets up then. Must get up like dead early. Look, there's Jeremiah. Do you want to hear the story? Okay, 1 second. That's just a video about domestic abuse. Help! It's not working. So yeah, down here somewhere is my text document, my diary thing. I'm gonna see if it will work. I can't see anything. It takes a while. Okay. So Jeremiah is gonna talk to you guys now. This is a cool voice I found for him. I think it's not going to work. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. Disgusting behavior. Why isn't it working? I'm gonna press convert then.
Out after I'd finished eating. I left on my own accord, but decided to get the manager out here to talk about it. Just to clarify, I asked again why I am banned, because as far as I'm concerned, the incident that happened was a year ago, and I didn't think I'd still be banned for it. It was the same issue. It was because I said that I thought that woman was a man, and also for recording customers. But she mainly focused on the fact I thought the woman looked like a man. I thought this was ridiculous. Not only because it's a stupid reason to get perma-banned from a supermarket for, or anywhere, but also because the very minor incident happened over a year ago. Of course, she referred to it as happening a few months ago. Bullshit. It happened in July or August 2021, and it is now December 2022. That is more than a few months ago. That's over a year ago. I'm sorry, but you cannot ban someone for making a passing comment that wasn't even an insult, but a wonderment, and to myself. It's not like I went up to her and said, "You're a man," or something. And even if I did, it's not an insult and not a bannable offense. I told this to the woman manager, and she argued that yes, it was very offensive and insulting. She also kept banging on about how Karen was a regular customer who'd been going there for years. I said, well, I am too. I said that I think she's getting special treatment because she's trans. The manager told me that Karen Astle was a trans lady. I didn't know that. I thought she was a manly looking woman. It turns out I was right the first time. That her biological sex is male. So in other words, I'm being banned for speaking the truth, saying that she's a man. Yes, she is, biologically. The fact that her gender is female and she would prefer to be known as female isn't really something I should get penalized for if I don't realize. I get mistaken for female, though I'd rather be known as male, but do I go reporting people for it? No. I have just reread the inside.
That it cuts off the inside. So now I'm actually gonna have to put the rest of it. Hang on. Like documents, computer diary, FFS. I don't want to rename it. I want to open it, you div. So you like that? So I'm gonna do videos where Jeremiah talks like that about stuff that happens. He could tell his own story as well. The only problem is you only get so many characters. There it is. So I updated it. So it's just a bit. Inside. Where's the bit? It says inside. Gosh, it didn't. Cannot ban someone from making a passive call. Where did I live off? I don't know. It says inside or something, but I don't see that here. Yeah, I get mistaken for female all the time, but I don't go running to managers about it. Because I understand that to everyone else I look female. So, you know, you can't really penalize somebody for having eyes and seeing that somebody looks like a male or a female. I can't read minds. I didn't know she was transgender. I can't read minds, okay? Like I say, I try to look as like manly as I can, but it clearly doesn't work. And I still keep getting, you know, seen as male, as female, so, but like I say, I don't go running to managers and getting people banned from supermarkets for mistaking me for female. Can you see how ridiculous that is? I don't know. Bullshit. Alright, this looks like regular customer. No. I'm gonna add more to it. What I do is I just tell them I'm male. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that the police would give a shit if I told the police or a manager of a shop that somebody mistook me for female when I identify as male. I don't think they'd give a shit. I think they'd say, well, that's your problem. It's not really the shop's problem.
No, I don't go around reporting people and getting them banned from supermarkets every time someone mistakes me for female. I would just inform them that I identify as male.
They'd laugh
I
at me.
wouldn't bring authorities or staff members into it because it's my own personal issue, not the customers, the police, nor the managers. I have just read the incident from last year up above and realized she even informed the police. The police.
I was like, the police. You're kidding me, right? Seriously. It's so crazy.
No.
So the story is it
I
only
don't go
Jeremiah?
around reporting people
His
and
dad
getting
is
them
fat.
banned from supermarkets every time
It's
someone
crazy.
mistakes me for
It
female.
is.
I would just inform them that I identify as male. I wouldn't bring authorities or staff members into it because it's my own personal issue, not the customers, the police, nor the managers. I have just reread the incident from last year up above and realize she even informed the police. The police would really get involved for something like this? So does this mean I can get arrested for mistaking a trans woman for a man? Does this mean I can report people for misgendering me as well? That's crazy, surely not. Surely the police would laugh at me if I was to ring up and tell them somebody just called me a woman because I look like a woman to them. How will they know I identify as male when I look like a woman and there's plenty of women who dress as men but don't identify as men? You can't report someone or ban someone for not being a mind reader. Again, this is something that should have been dealt with differently. I should have been just asked to apologize or explain myself and have a talk like civilized adults
Yeah.
and not ambushed. And
Exactly.
reported to both Morrison's and police. FFS police though? That is just the stupidest thing ever. Do you not realize how crazy it is? I mean, if I attacked her for being trans, then yes, get police involved, but not for making a harmless passing comment that I said in all innocence.
I
I
know.
fucking hate the Morrison staff for how they treated me both last year and this time too. They are the worst. As I said to Karen last year, I understand that she was upset by what I said and that I would be too if someone misgendered me and criticized my looks, but it was not a reason to get me attacked by Morrison staff or reported by the police or banned from a shop.
That's it, I guess. So I can save these as MP3s and then I guess use them later. But yeah, I think it should have been dealt with differently. I think it should have been dealt with like normal, civilized adults and talk. I mean, why doesn't people talk? Everyone just wants to ban, attack, attack, attack. Don't they realize that human beings were given not just a voice but language for a fucking reason? So people can communicate, but nobody fucking communicates. Everybody would rather just say, right, you're banned. You did this, you're banned. No explaining yourself. You're not allowed to explain yourself. You're not allowed to... Like I say, they should have said, just don't do it again. That's all that should have happened. Or have it out with the person. I guess that's it.
The police had arrived that last time, this recent time, as well. Not only was the big security guard about to come at me when me and the manager.
I have two of these voices, but that one doesn't fit Jeremiah at all, does
The
it?
police had arrived at last time, this recent time, as well. Not only was the big security guard about to come at me when me and the manager got into a slightly heated argument, mainly her getting pissed. I was just making my points calmly with a slight raised voice, but her eyes were bulging with clenched fists, and same when I was leaving her following me out in an intimidating way as if I was posing some kind of threat. What the fuck am I? one small person gonna do against this guy and several other staff members plus other customers if they decided to get involved? It's many against one. What do they think I'm gonna do? Transform? Multiply? Snap my fingers and conjure up a fucking army? Start kicking off and fighting them all like a kung fu ninja?
Yeah, it's ridiculous that they got like security and the police involved when I'm just one person. Like, what do they think I'm gonna do? Do they think I'm gonna conjure up some kind of hooligan army? Do they think I'm going to start fighting them all like a kung fu ninja? Do you think I'm gonna go Jackie Chan on their asses or something? Like, what do they think I'm gonna do? That they need to involve fucking police into the situation. I couldn't believe it. Like I say, I couldn't believe it when I went out and there was a police car there. Like, for fuck's sake. Were they getting ready to arrest me for saying someone looks like a man? Jeez. Like I say, it's just the craziest thing. But this is what we've got to accept this now. This is our world. This is the world in which we live now, where someone can seriously get penalized and arrested for mistaking a transgender person for their biological sex. Or wondering, isn't it? Like, I was just trying to ascertain if it was a transgender. Like, I have the right to sort of be curious, because I am trying to. This is actually, what I said? They said was offensive. But what I was actually doing was, this is me getting around it all. This is me coming to terms with it all and accepting it all. As in, supposedly, as like a non-LGBT person, coming to terms with, I mean, everybody like understands gay, lesbian, bisexual, and even transgender. But a lot of people probably don't understand or accept all this other stuff. Like non-gender and stuff. So this is people trying to sort of get their head around it all and accept it. Like, it seems like people are being ignorant and like not accepting it and being offensive, but actually people are trying to do, believe it or not, people are trying their best to understand it all, come to terms with it all and accept it all, because as far as a lot of people are concerned, this is all very new. Like, just a few years ago, there was no such thing as non-gender, gender fluid, and all these other terms that are popping up now. And transgender wasn't known as much either, but it was more well known than all the other stuff. And most people, especially old people, that everyone thinks is ignorant, everyone thinks old people are racist and homophobic and, prejudice in general, but actually older people are trying their best to. I mean, that lady manager wasn't very young herself, and she's obviously already on their side. But for a lot of people, it doesn't come naturally. A lot of people think all this stuff is a bit out there and weird, and most people are actually being forced to accept it. I'm forced to. When I say accept it, they probably still think it's weird, but they accept that this is like the new normal, that this stuff exists, and so on and so forth. And a lot of people are just trying to come to terms with it, and they might not get the language right. So, how am I supposed to know that my saying, I think that's a man? How am I supposed to know that that's offensive? Like, I'm new to this. I'm technically a young person, but it's all new to me. And I just think that manager shouldn't have gotten as upset with me, and she should have tried. I mean, all these people are like, they say that they're all accepting, but they're not really, because they're not, trying to understand my point of view. They don't understand everyone's point of view, and try and understand their thought processes. But they're obviously proud of themselves because, oh yeah, we understand LGBT and all that stuff. But a lot of people supposedly in that community don't even like them at all. They don't like the LGBT community. They despair with it all. Exactly. It's you know what? I'm didn't mean offense by it. And do you know what? Like I say, that Karen person did actually comment on my on the stream, and I actually told her that I didn't mean offense by it, and that I understood her point of view. But did she turn around to the staff and say that? No, I bet she didn't. I bet she never said that we actually did communicate online and that I did virtually apologize. I did explain myself, and I explained that I didn't mean any offense by it, because people are always saying it's the intent by something that matters rather than the action itself or the words. They say it's the intent and meaning behind it. Such as, say, for instance, if someone was to record a child, if their intent is, for because they fancy children, like they're an adult and they fancy children, then obviously that's bad. But if they're just recording a child because they think that child's cute and in all innocence, they're doing it in all innocence, then surely that's fine. Because not everybody is a pervert, and it's the same sort of thing here. I didn't mean it in an offensive way, but instead of trying to understand that, they'd rather just attack me and say, oh, you obviously meant offense, so you've got to be banned for life, because we've got to what's that word, like kowtow? We've got to kowtow to the LGBT community, because I think the supermarkets think that they might get a backlash from the LGBT community if they don't ban someone for doing what I did, even though it was a misunderstanding and, like I say, an all innocent remark. But they've got to be seen to be like defending them, and defending them against, I guess, ignorant people, or homophobic or transphobic or whatever. Even if it's not true, like, I'm not that at all. Although they never called me that, but it's like, I don't know, it's weird. They didn't call me anything. So they don't know me, they don't know my intent, they don't know my mind. And like I say, they'd rather attack rather than like try and understand me, try and understand my point of view. The way this world is going is not good. It still shouldn't have been a ban. Yeah. Just nobody tries to understand it. Everybody keeps going on about how they're all enlightened and liberal and woke. But this is not fucking woke, because not everybody is being understood. They're not trying to understand everybody. As far as they're concerned, you're either one extreme or the other. So you're either all accepting of LGBT, or you're a freaking homophobe or a transphobe. Because that's what, without actually saying it, that's basically what they're saying that I am. Well, they don't know me at all. They don't even know that I identify as male myself. Like, they don't even know. They just see this woman I'm presuming she was crying and going, I don't know what she was doing because I wasn't there. But conveniently, she had proof of what I was doing. If I got proof of what happened, I would be penalised for it, but she's got proof of it, and that's fine. And I still think it's weird that she found my YouTube channel and showed it to them right there and then. I still think that's creepy. And the fact that she came on my YouTube channel later on to comment and have a go at me. And it had her full name on it as well. So now we all know, her name. So if Morrison's is this kind of shop, why go there? Why go there? What do you mean? I just went there after a year because I thought I can't possibly be banned all this time later. Oh no, I ain't going again. I don't even care. Like, I'm going to slag them off to Kingdom Come, because I think this is like the opposite of justice. I was thinking, I wonder if that Karen knows I've been banned, but I think I said it. I think I actually said it to her in my comment to her. I don't really know because not all of the comments are actually there. But like I say, I told her something about me as well. Like it was kind of like a sob story, I guess, but not really. It was just, hang on, why is the two of these up? Let's close one of them. I can't even believe I said this, to be honest. Excuse me. I told her I can't believe we couldn't have just resolved this. This video is mocking me and has been reported twice to the store and relevant authorities, whoever that is, I'm presuming police. You were asked yesterday to delete your footage of Morrison's staff. You denied all knowledge of recording. You kicked off saying you hadn't done anything. Very reasonable, sure. The end of the video tells a different story. The end of the video was me panicking, quite rightly so, because someone was coming at me. I didn't know what it was about. I said that to her. I said I panicked. I said I'd still like to know how you found my YouTube channel. But it doesn't say her reply here. But after this, she says she did her research. I said, yeah, sure you did. That very same day, at the very time that the incident was happening, she found it pretty quickly. Suspiciously quickly. So yeah, that was weird. I said you should have just confronted me. Then I would have apologized and deleted the stream. I said I would. As well, like at the time as well, I would actually delete it, which I did. It still should be there though. Like it's still there, but it's not visible. So it is technically gone. I'd like to know what she said. She did reply to me since that. But I guess I didn't copy and paste that in there. But anyway, I said I'd show you some art, so here you go. Too many things. There's an art I did a while ago. Jeremiah as the sun god, lazy lounging around. And his son, the slave, there is serving him lots of food. And he's lazy lounging around looking fat and sexy and powerful. Nice and chubby. I'm going to stop the stream now. I do have other art to show you, but you know, I'm supposed to be serving up and doing dinner now. I will show you in the next video or stream. So goodbye for now. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And become a Patreon as well. And really need to think about what's going to go in the Bible of Jeremiah. It's going to be fun.